We are now on to the penultimate quiz. You know, this is a bittersweet feeling for us. We're very happy to see how the quizzes have gone on so successfully, but at the same point in time, we're also very sad that this is going to be ending tomorrow. There's been this entire adrenaline rush among my team and me, working day and night on these quizzes and then presenting them thereafter and interacting with all of these wonderful kids every day. It's just been a wonderful experience for us. This is the second last quiz. We're going to be preparing the finals after this quiz gets over. It's going to be very interesting for us to see what happens after that tomorrow. Let's focus on semi-final number 2 though. And yes, this is the All India Global Jigyasa online inter-school quiz contest. It is conducted by SkillSphere Education. We are a pan-India skill set development and general awareness enhancement organization that focuses on the development of a range of skills for students across India from grades 3 onwards to graduation. Some of the skills that we focus on include public speaking, communication skills, general awareness, problem solving, decision making, and an entire packet of 21st century skills. We are associated with over 180 schools in over 60,000 students across India. We are associated with almost 22 cities as well. And we continue to grow, trying to spread our basic motto of refining skills and defining futures. And we have a great team with us. I will be introducing you to our entire team tomorrow. Seen Ashi, Pranjali, and a little bit of Fursan and Anas. Tomorrow you'll also be seeing a lot of people who have been working on the back end, on the quizzes along with me, making sure the logistics are in place. So we'll be meeting a lot of these other team members as well. Yours truly is Ananj Prasad. I'm the quiz master and the founder and managing director of SkillSphere Education. We have 35 participating schools from 15 cities and 105 participants in all. This is a quiz that is being conducted for students of grade 6 to 8. There are 3 sets of rounds which are going to lead to the grand finale. We're already done with 2 of the rounds. We are also done with 1 quiz in the penultimate round. This is the final quiz in the penultimate round, which is semi-final number 2. This is, and we have verified it, India's first, of course, India's biggest, of course, and now India's most successful online inter-school Zoom quiz, one of India's most successful quizzes in general. I hope I'm not saying it too early, but we've been very happy with the entire way in which this quiz has gone on. And apart from, of course, all the quizzes being available on Facebook, on our Facebook page, where you can actually check the streams for day 1, 2, 3, and 4, which were Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. When we had the pre-quarterfinals on Monday and Tuesday, we had 16 quizzes, 8 across both those days. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, we had the quarterfinals. So there were 4 quizzes across both those days. You can check all of those quizzes. Today's quizzes are also available on Facebook live stream, and so will tomorrow's quiz be. But very importantly, what I'd like to tell you is we are also converting this into episodes. So we're going to have, in all, we have had 27 quizzes is what we're going to be having by tomorrow. We're converting them into episodes and are going to be putting them up on the SkillSphere Education page. The SkillSphere Education YouTube channel. So you can check these out. It is my strong recommendation that students must watch these quizzes because they'll get a lot to learn. We have covered a plethora of topics and categories from across the world. So it'll be a great learning experience for all participating students. Okay. With respect to the general rules of the All India Global Jigyasa online inter-school quiz contest, for all of those people who are joining us for the first time, this is being conducted via Zoom. We'd like to thank Zoom for having made this possible for us. We'd like to thank all the data connectors as well. We are following all the essential Ministry of Home Affairs security guidelines to make sure that Zoom is safe, and the students know about this as well. This quiz is being streamed live via Facebook. We did initially stream it live via YouTube as well. However, the issue is that Zoom only allows for streaming on one of these 2 platforms at a time. So we are streaming on Facebook, and all of those who are joining us on YouTube via a small message have been redirected to our Facebook page. Okay. Participating students have to be isolated at the venue. They have to be isolated at the venue under any circumstances. And we have ensured this. All the checks and balances have been carried out by Fursan, who's the chief of admin from our team, who's also very much there on the Zoom connection at this point in time. Participants are neither allowed to mute nor switch their videos off. And the primary reason for this is to make sure that there is no form of cheating possible. For all of those who are streaming us live on Facebook, let me tell you that the stream is almost 20 seconds delayed. So actually, even if students by any freak of nature have Facebook on, they try and check the comments where people are trying to answer. Don't worry, please answer, and you answer at ease, because it's not going to impact their participation. And we have some of the best students from the best schools across India who have the integrity in place to ensure that there is absolutely no wrongdoing taking place. In case of disconnections or connectivity issues, as some of those who joined us in the earlier quiz would have seen, we will try our best to adjust with the children. However, if it's leading to a competitive advantage for any child, we will not be able to help them. Okay. For example, if a child's question has been asked and the internet connection goes off, automatically that question stands forfeited. It happened with Atulit in the earlier round, where he actually missed out on a couple of carry forwards. He still won though. And any form of cheating or prompting will result in automatic disqualification. Any form of cheating, any form of prompting. If we hear this, we saw, in fact, we have not seen it with any one of the earlier quizzes, just in one free case, and that has resulted in a disqualification for the child. He didn't really qualify anyway for the semis, but any form of cheating or prompting will result in an automatic disqualification. The quiz master's decision is absolutely final. Okay, the quiz master's decision is absolutely final. The cell phone is only allowed to be kept in front of the screen. Okay, cell phone is only allowed to be kept in front of the screen, like you all have kept it. And the only reason that children have a cell phone with them is that in case they have any connectivity issues, Fursan from our team will be able to help them. I would also like to introduce all of you to Ashi Chandalia, the assistant quiz master and a senior member of the SkillSphere education team, and Anas Mirza, who is actually the coordinator for social media for the All India Global Jigyasa online inter-school quiz contest. And yours truly is, of course, Aranj Prasad. I'm the founder and managing director of SkillSphere Education and the quiz master for this quiz. So before we go into the semi-finals and talk any further, how are all of you feeling? Dheeraj, Neil, Aryan, and Amog.
Excited, nervous, both.
Excited, nervous. What about you, Amog?
Slightly anxious.
Aryan?
Sir, I'm feeling lucky.
You're feeling lucky. That's a very, very interesting thing to say. Thank you, Aryan. That's a very kind thing to say. And why are you feeling lucky, Aryan?
Sir, I'm feeling lucky as I'm come in such a big competition and I've secured in the semi-finals.
Absolutely. And you should not feel lucky. You should feel smart about yourself as well, Aryan. Okay. It's all thanks to your intellect and your calm and composure. What about you, Neil? From NES National Public School.
I'm feeling exciting, lucky. It's mixture of feelings and expressions, and it's difficult to express in words.
Okay, that's a very, very honest answer. Well, I'd like to congratulate all of you, and since you all are feeling slightly nervous, let's do our standard exercise that by now all of you know. Let's quickly wiggle our wrists. Wiggle them as vigorously as possible. Come on, let's wiggle our wrists. Try and get rid of all that negativity. Throw it out. This is actually one of my favorite public speaking exercises. Before I start off anything, I always wiggle my wrist. Stop. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Let's wiggle our wrists again. Allow yourself to flow. Feel like, all the positivity in you is flowing and you're throwing out all the negativity. Come on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stop. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. And for the last time, wiggle as vigorously as possible. Get rid of everything. Just throw it out. Just throw it out. Feel like you're one with yourself. All the positivity that's going to make you participate in the best way possible. And a very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to the semi-final number 2 of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. We are down to the final 8 of 105 students from 35 participating schools in 15 cities across India. These kids are the smartest of them as far as this quiz is concerned, at least. All of the kids have done fabulously well. We have 2 semi-final quizzes that are going on. The first semi-final quiz is already done. This is the second semi-final quiz that is taking place for 4 students participating in it. 2 of these students will now be qualifying for the finals tomorrow. Okay, and the semi-finals are actually based on the theme movies. So all the different rounds are actually based around the theme of movies. I'd like to wish all the best to all of you participating students. Please do very well. And I'd also like to give a small shout out to our outreach partner, our online media partner, Kids Age, who's actually also publicizing the quiz for us. Thank you so much, Kids Age, for doing such an awesome job. All of you should probably go and check Kids Age out as well, because it gives a lot of good information about different things taking place. And with that, we shall move on to semi-final number 2. And today, these students are some of the best students around, and the fact that they've made it here, I would not like to introduce them to you. I would like them to actually introduce them to you. I would like them to introduce themselves to you. And I'm going to allow each child to actually introduce themselves by telling me their names, by telling all of you, in fact, their names, which standard or grade are they from, what is the name of their school, which city are they from, and what are their hobbies. Your name, your grade, your school, your city, your hobbies. And we shall start off with Aryan Gopal Zanwar from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School, Pune.
Hello, sir. I'm Aryan. I'm Gopal Jawar. I'm from Pune, Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School. My hobbies are playing football and reading. I'm from 7th grade.
You're from 7th grade now? Okay, Aryan is from
Okay,
7th
sir.
grade. Okay, great, Aryan. And how has your experience been with the quiz, Aryan?
Sir, it was fabulous.
All right. I'm very happy to hear. I'm very happy to also hear that you feel lucky. You should feel fortunate. You should feel lucky, but you should feel smart about yourself as well. And we move on to Dheeraj Kesava Veliseti from Euro School, Hyderabad.
Hey
Dheeraj.
guys, I'm Dheeraj Keswa Veliseti from Euroschool Hyderabad, and I love playing cricket and canvas painting. But I used to hate GK, but then as soon as I joined Skillfear, it pushed me like anything to start learning different various topics in general knowledge.
All right, great. As soon as he joined the quiz, this is how he feels about himself. Congratulations, Dheeraj. Well done on your entire thought process. And what do you think about this quiz?
This quiz is very good, and it's entirely exciting. It allows us to explore various topics and stuff like that.
All right, great. Glad to hear, Dheeraj. Let's move on to Amog Anudeepak from Kange Valley Academy, Raipur.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amok Anudeepak. I'm from class 7th, Kangir Valley Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. My hobbies are reading and I like adventure
All
of
right.
any kind, physical
Okay.
or mental.
And how has your experience been with this quiz, Amog?
So it's like tossing a coin. You never know which side may come.
It's a very interesting way of actually defining this quiz. Yes. So it's very unpredictable is what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Neil?
My
Neil
name
Karya
is-
from NES National Public School, Mulund, from Mumbai, my city. Yes,
My
Neil.
name is Neil Karya and I am in class 8th. I'm from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai. And my hobbies are playing cricket and reading books and all sorts of books.
All right. Thank you so much, Neil. In fact, I'd like to tell you all NES National Public School, Mulund, and the NES International Group has actually been founded by one of the stalwarts in the Indian education system, Dr. R. Varadarajan. And he happens to be a mentor to me. In fact, I'd really like to thank him. If Doctor, you're seeing this entire quiz, or even Mahika ma'am is seeing this quiz, I'd like to tell you all that the reason I'm actually in this field is probably, it has a lot to do with Dr. Varadarajan's initial support and promotion. It's actually my first school. I was associated with it since 2010. So it's one of the great schools of Mumbai. So well done, Neil, on coming to the quiz semi-finals. And what do you think of the quiz?
Yeah, the quiz is great. And, even if you don't win or even if you don't score well, there's a very good mental exercise and you come to know about various sorts of topics.
All right. Thank you so much, Neil. So 4 wonderful schools from 4 different cities in India. Very quickly, we are going to start off with semi-final number 2. The theme is, of course, movies. I'm sorry for the small typo. I meant that in semi-final 2, there are 4 rounds that revolve around the theme of movies. All of us love movies belonging to different genres. I don't know which movies you specifically like, but all of us are interested in some form of movies, even if it's just documentaries. Each round has a format based on a particular movie and the concept that revolves around it. Okay, the format of the rounds shall be explained to you when we get to them. So before we get to the rounds, I'd like to wish all the best to all of you participants. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You wish me also all the best.
Thank you, sir. All the best, sir.
Thank you. Now, Ashi, could you please tell me what is the formal order of the students? And unmute yourself.
Some background noise coming, so that's why
Yeah.
all right, so the first person in the quiz would be Aryan Gopal Zanwar from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School, Pune. Then we'll have Dheeraj Veliseti from Euro School, Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Then we'll have Amog Anudeepak from Kangir Valley Academy, Raipur. And finally, we'll have Neil Karya from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai.
National Public School, Mumbai. All right, so I have that stated. So for the reference of all of you students, the order that we'll follow is Aryan from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School, Pune, Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad, Amok from Kangir Valley Academy, Raipur, and Neil from NES National Public School, Mulund. All right, so this is the order. Of course, the first person who gets a question in different rounds changes depending upon whatever the scores are. But this is the order of carry forwards. Is everybody clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
For your reference, we actually picked the students for the different rounds. I mean, for semi-final number 1 and semi-final 2 by random picking of chits. Okay, so even the order has been defined by the way the chits were picked up. All right. So this is the order in which we shall be going. And very quickly, let's start off with round number 1. Round number 1 is called Lagan, one of the most popular and successful Bollywood films released in 2001. How many of you have watched Lagan, directed by Ashutosh Gowarikar?
Sir,
Okay.
I have watched.
Okay.
It.
So a little bit of it I have watched. I don't remember the entire movie.
It's a very interesting movie, actually.
Great.
Based on a very interesting concept wherein, it's a cricket match taking place during the British rule in one fictional village between the villagers and the British officials. And there's a lot at stake because if the villagers win that match, then they don't have to pay lagan or tax for a long duration. But if they lose, they'd have to pay 3 times the tax, which is something they cannot afford. So they've put everything at stake, and Aamir Khan is the captain of that team. Very wonderfully made movie, which ended up actually being nominated for the best foreign language film in the Oscars, at the Oscars. It did not win though. Okay. Each participant in this round also will have something to do with Lagan. So I'll tell you, I'm going to be asking you 2 direct questions. Okay. In case you do not have in case you do not answer a direct question correctly, there will be no carry forwards in this round. We are not starting off with any carry forwards. Each question, it's actually going to start off with 1 sentence. If at that point of 1 sentence you answer the question for me, you will get 25 points. But if you don't know the answer at that point, you can give me Lagan. You can give me a tax, and you'll give me a tax of 5 points. So now when you give me a tax of 5 points, I will show you 1 more sentence, but then the question will be worth 20 points. If you still don't know the answer, again, you can give me a tax of 5 points, and I'll give you 1 more sentence. Now the question will be worth 15 points. If you still don't know it, again, you can give me Lagan of 5 points, then the question will be worth 10 points. And if you do not know it after that as well, one final time, you can give me a Lagan of 5 points, and then the question will finally be worth only 5 points. Okay. So then basically 5 sentences in all can show up. If you answer it at an earlier stage, you get more points. Okay. Now the thing is that if you give me a question, if you give me an answer, after that, you cannot give me Lagan. Once an answer is given, it's finished. Full and final, iske baad kuch nahi hoga. Clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very clearly, be very careful. If you want to give Lagan on time. You'll get roughly 5 to 7 seconds. This time I'll be a little more strict with time. Also, if you give an answer, then I'll not allow you to correct it. Not that I allowed anybody in the past, but sometimes you all used to whisper an answer, give this or this. Then I used to allow you to correct it. The first answer that I listen to now, I'm going to be strict, is the correct answer for me. It might not be correct, but it is your answer. Clear to everyone? So yes, all the best to all of you. All the very best. Do supremely well. You'll have all done superbly well to get to where you are. And it's already a great achievement. To achieve more, now is the chance. Okay, so we're going to start off with Aryan. Aryan, all the best. Do well. And Aryan, before we start off, we'll show you a sample question. The CEO of this company between 2004 and 2014 is the current owner of the NBA team LA Clippers. Do you like to answer this at this juncture? You have to name the company.
Can I try?
Yes.
Sir, I think it's Microsoft.
The man just... No, sorry.
You'll have seen the earlier quiz. Yes, the company is headquartered in Redmond, Washington, USA. LinkedIn, GitHub. So what happens if you ask, say, you don't know the answer, you'll ask for Lagan. The company is headquartered in Redmond, Washington, USA. Again, you don't know, ask for Lagan. I'll show you another one. LinkedIn, GitHub, and Mojang are some of the companies that have been acquired by this company. Its operating system holds the record for most use on laptops and desktops across the world. That's the 4th. At this point in time, the question will be worth 10 points. Then finally, Bill Gates was one of its co-founders. At this point in time, yes, Microsoft, correct. It will be worth 5 points only at this point. Okay. Are you all following me?
Yes, sir.
Everybody clear? Let's start off. Aryan, all the best. Aryan, this is your question. Dreadnought was a very important battleship used in this war.
So, Lagan.
This war is also known as the war to end all wars.
War to end all wars. So, Lagan.
This war is considered one of the causes of the Great Depression.
So, World War II.
World War II. Is he correct?
Yes, sir.
Is he
think.
correct, Dheeraj?
I have no idea.
Let's go through some of the other hints. It led to the formation of an organization called the League of Nations.
Okay, sir.
Sir, World War
It's
One.
wrong. Yes, sir. World War One.
It's World War One. The war lasted between 1914 and 1918, and a war of this scale was never seen before. Dreadnought was actually a very important battleship. Go on and read about Dreadnought later on after
Okay,
the quiz.
sir.
It'll be very interesting for you. Don't worry, Aryan. Very, very early days in the quiz. The answer is World War One. Let's move on to question number 2, which is for Dheeraj from Euroschool Hyderabad. All the best, Dheeraj. Do well.
Thank you, sir.
Great organization of schools. The binomial name of this creature is Iropoda melanoleuca.
Lagan.
Its natural habitat mainly consists of bamboo.
Sir, panda.
You want to be more specific?
Sir, fine. Lagan.
No, it's fine. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you in general.
Sir,
Okay.
red panda something.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You were right with the panda. That's good enough for an answer. There are only around 2,000 of these animals located in the habitat and shrinking quite fast. They're considered one of the laziest animals in the world, spending about 50% of their time of the day just eating bamboos. It is the national animal of China. Okay, the giant panda,
Giant panda.
the giant panda is the more common panda. So we'll just allow that answer to go through. Panda is good enough for me. 20 points to you, Dheeraj. Well done. All right. So you started off well. Let's go on to Amog. Amog, your answer, or rather your set of sentences is this. Baron Karl von Drais is widely considered the inventor of this simple machine, although many people had claimed this invention before.
Lagan.
Lagan. The first edition of this vehicle was called Lauf Machine.
Lagan.
It is quite a popular sporting event as well, means the racing with this vehicle. Lance Armstrong used to be considered one of the greatest personalities who played this sport related to this vehicle. You have to name the vehicle prior to the real truth about his cheating and doping coming out.
Lagan still.
Tour de France is one of the most famous sporting events of this field. Basically.
Bicycle.
Bicycle is the correct answer. Well done. Okay, it makes use of 2 wheels, and BSA and Atlas are 2 major brands that produce this. So well done. That is the correct answer. Okay, well done. With this, you end with 10 points. Okay, 10 points at the end of this question for Amok. Well done. It is bicycles. Those are not the original bicycles. Okay, a lot of things have changed since then. Okay, imagine riding that bicycle. I mean, I'm one of those junkies. I love all of these things that are old. I love old things. So I'd be very intrigued to actually get a bicycle of this sort. Okay, let's quickly move on to question number 4, which is for Neil from NES National Public School, Mulund. Neil, your question is this. In 2016, a referendum was conducted in this nation to take this important decision. The country voted 50-48 in favor of the policy.
Lagan.
After the referendum, the PM of the nation at the time, David Cameron, resigned as he was against this policy.
Sir, United Kingdom.
Okay, the name of the kingdom, the name of the country is United Kingdom. I want the name of the policy.
Sir, Lagan.
Okay, United Kingdom is correct, but the question is about the policy. Since his resignation, the nation has seen 2 PMs who have been trying hard to implement this policy.
Sir, Lagan.
Okay, I'm sorry, the question is about the policy, not about the country. This policy has created massive uncertainty in Europe with regard to economic policy and employment.
Sir, Lagan.
It is related to this nation leaving the European Union.
Sir, I don't know.
It's very unfortunate. You had the correct answer, but unfortunately that was not the answer required. The question is about the policy and not the United Kingdom. Anybody?
Brexit.
Brexit is the correct answer. Britain's exit from the European Union. Brexit has been all over the news for a long time. That is the correct answer. No worries, Neil. A lot of time to catch up. Neil, now we'll go backwards. So we'll start off with you itself. Neil, your question is this. Ahmed Khusro is considered the inventor of the modern form of this percussion instrument. 5, 4, 3.
Lagan.
This instrument is made up of wood and leather.
The tabla.
Is the correct answer. 20 points to you, Neil. Well done. Neil is up and running. A tabla consists of two parts. You call it the daya and the baya, the left and the right. Mridangam and dholak are instruments that belong to the percussion family, just like the tabla does. And Zakir Hussain is probably one of the most famous players in today's times of this instrument. The correct answer is the tabla. Well done, Neil. 20 points to you, and we move on to Amok from here. Amok, all the best. This is your direct question. This person is the only player in tennis history to have appeared in 7 Olympic Games.
Lagan.
This person is the only tennis player from his nation to have won both men's doubles as well as the mixed doubles title in the same year at Wimbledon.
Lagan.
He has been awarded the Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, etc. for his service in the field of Indian tennis.
Lagan.
At 46 years, he still plays professional tennis.
Sir, I don't know.
Well, you will get one more. You want more Lagan or not? One last, I'll give you. When he was partnering with Mahesh Bhupati in men's doubles, that duo was considered one of the best in the world.
I
don't know, Amok? Okay, don't worry. No worries. Anybody else want to answer this question?
Leander Pace
is the correct answer, Dheeraj. Leander Pace is the correct answer. It is Leander Pace. Leander Pace, one of India's greatest tennis players of all time. Leander Pace and Mahesh Bhupati. Okay, let's move on to Dheeraj. Dheeraj, this is your direct question. Dheeraj, Sirimavo Bandaranaike became the PM of this country in 1960. She became the first ever female Prime Minister of any country.
Sri Lanka.
Wow, that was quick. That was super quick. Let's see whether it's Sri Lanka. This country is famous for its tea. Dilma is one of the important tea companies from this country. Historically, this country was called Ceylon. This country is called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, the teardrop of India. Colombo is the capital of this neighboring nation. And the correct answer is Sri Lanka. Well done, Dheeraj. You get 25 points.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Quick answer. Quickly off your tracks. So well done. And with that, we move on to Aryan from Mansukh-Bhai Kothari National School. Aryan, your direct question is this. This famous Indian news channel was initially known as a content provider for the Doordarshan show, The World This Week.
Lagan.
Lagan, okay. The news channel was founded by Pranoy Roy in 1998.
Lagan.
Famous Indian journalists Rajdeep Sardesai, Arnab Goswami, Barkha Dutt are considered products of this news channel.
So is this NDTV?
Well, it is NDTV, and 15 points to you with that, Aryan. One of the most famous and oldest English news channels as well as Hindi news channels now of all time in India. Channel is based out of New Delhi. Unfortunately, it sees itself in controversies these days here and there, not because of any doing of the channel though, but in general, there's a lot of controversy with the media channels, being at times sued for different pieces of information that they report. Ravish Kumar, in fact, is one of the news presenters of NDTV. This year, he received the very prestigious Ramon Magsaysay Award, which is given in journalism. It's a very, very prestigious award to win. Ravish Kumar is very, very popular. Okay, so the correct answer is NDTV. And with this, we come to an end of round one. Let's take a stock of the scores, Ashi. Can you tell us what the scores are?
Okay, so we have Aryan Gopal Zanwar from Mansukh-Bhai Kothari National School, Pune with 15 points. We have Dheeraj Kesava Velasetti from Euro School, Hyderabad with 45 points. We have Amog Anudeepak from Kange Valley Academy, Raipur with 10 points. And finally, we have Neil Karia from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai with 20 points.
Well done to all of you. Things are really close and a lot of things can change. We still have 3 rounds. This quiz has 4 rounds in all. and a lot of things change. It's early days. Nobody has gotten off to a very big lead. Well done, Dheeraj, but a lot of time to go for everybody else. You can easily catch up, and let's see what happens with round 2. Let me very quickly move on to round 2. Before we move on to round 2 though, a lot of you have asked us to share a little bit more information about some of our other programs. And I would like to take this opportunity to actually introduce you to our Enlighten MUN program. So as I said, we are a soft skill development organization that conducts a range of programs in schools, colleges, and private centers across the country. We also conduct our programs online now. One of our most successful and oldest programs is the Enlighten MUN program, which is a soft skill development program that also trains students in the art of participation in Model UN conferences. As a lot of you know, Model UN competitions and conferences are very popular across the country, especially for students in schools. Students represent different countries discussing issues of international importance. They role play as leaders of different countries, as diplomats of different countries, and they learn how to reach a consensus. They learn the art of collaborative problem solving. MUNs, if approached correctly, offer a great platform for development of public speaking skills, communication skills, debating, group discussions, spontaneity, and a plethora of other skills, including the ability to introduce oneself and, of course, enhance his or her knowledge about the world. A lot of global awareness as well. We conduct short and long-term workshops for the Enlighten MUN program online. Our short-term workshop is a 5-session program of 2 hours each, where we have a lot of soft skill development sessions which culminate in the conduct of the MUNs and teaching students how to participate in MUNs. After that, students can actually participate in MUN conferences across the country. And I'm very excited to tell you that, one of the other initiatives that has become very big, Skillsphere, in fact, the biggest organization, the first organization to do that as well, is organize online MUNs. We have over 30 schools that are participating in these online MUNs that take place on different Saturdays. We started off with the first one in March, and now we are in mid-May on the 5th one, which is actually taking place simultaneously with this huge prestigious quiz contest. My entire team, apart from Ashi, who's the assistant quiz master for this particular quiz, Anas, who's the coordinator on social media, and Fursan, our entire team is actually busy conducting the Skillsphere EMUN today for over 150 students from over 30 schools across the country. So we also organize online MUNs, offline MUNs, have a lot of schools with it. But more importantly, this program trains students for the art of participation in them. And more importantly, is a skill set development program. If you are interested in having your child attend a free demo session, please do give us a call on 73041 26482. I repeat, 73041 26482. You can also call us on 73041 26489. I repeat, 73041 26489. And with this, we move very quickly to round number 2 of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest semi-finals. And this round is called Kai Po Che. So Kai Po Che, anybody's watched Kai Po Che? Any of our viewers, you have watched Kai Po Che? Very
No, but I
interesting.
think it is a Gujarati movie.
Well, it's a Hindi movie starring Sushant Singh Rajput, Rajkumar Rao, and a bunch of other very, very good actors. It is actually based on a Chetan Bhagat book called 3 Mistakes of My Life. And it actually follows the story of 3 friends and how circumstances during the Bhuj earthquakes, the Gujarat 2001 earthquakes, and the Godhra riots of 2002, how these earthquakes and riots affect their lives and change their lives. It also has some very great music that is given by one of the very good musicians and the composers of today's times, Amit Trivedi. And in fact, more importantly, do you all know what is Kai Po Che? Neil and
Yes.
Aryan especially, you all probably
Kai
been
Po
in
Che means
India.
to cut.
Kai Po Che means to cut a kite. Okay,
that
so
means-
basically on Makar Sankranti, you have kite flying, and there are competitions where people try and cut each other's kites. The moment somebody cuts somebody else's kite, in excitement, you say Kai Po Che. Okay, so it's basically about cutting each other's kites. In this round too, you'll get a chance to cut each other's kites. That's what it is about. So actually in this round, there are 2 questions each related to 5 categories. Okay, and there are only 2 questions. So if those 2 questions get over, then there's no third question on that category. And these categories are current affairs, sports, history, art and literature, and science. Okay, in all, there are actually 5 categories with 2 questions each. Now, what's going to happen is that I'm not going to directly ask students questions from these categories. Okay, it's not even necessary that a student will get a question from any of these specific categories. Means it totally depends on luck which category he or she gets, and I'll tell you how that works. Very quickly, writing everybody's names on chits. The first person's name is Aryan. I've written Aryan's name. I'm writing Dheeraj. And I wanted to do this in front of you all to keep things clear. Pardon my bad handwriting. Amogh and Neil. Okay, so I've written all your names on chits. Let me show it to you. Neil, this is your name. Amogh, this is your name. Dheeraj, this is your name. And Aryan, this is your name. Okay, so I'm very quickly going to fold these chits up fully. Hold it, fold it, and fold it. So now what basically happens now in this particular round is that your names are written on these 4 chits. Okay, I'm randomly going to pick up a particular chit. There's going to be a name of a contestant on that chit. So what is going to happen is that that particular contestant will get to nominate Kai Poche another contestant. You get to nominate that contestant to answer a question on a particular category. For example, Aryan can nominate Neil to answer a question on current affairs. Any one of these 5 categories, there's current affairs, history, arts and literature, science and sports. Please note though, that if both questions are exhausted, then that category stands inexistent. Are you all following me?
Yes, sir.
So by random picking of chits, I'm going to pick a student's name up. That student nominates another student. Now you need to understand that you cannot nominate the same student twice. So Aryan, let's say you have nominated Neil on your first try, you cannot nominate Neil again on your second try.
Okay, sir.
Also, the same student does not answer questions on the same category twice. For example, if Amogh has answered on current affairs, then Amogh cannot answer on current affairs again. You'll have to nominate him to answer on another category. In all, there are 10 questions and there are only 8 questions that need to actually be asked. Are you all following me?
Yes,
Also,
sir.
we'll go in an order where, let's say I pick out Aryan's name first. After this, Aryan will not get a chance to nominate a student again until all the other chits are picked up with all the other students. Okay? You all are not allowed to nominate the same student until all students have been asked at least one question. Okay, so basically we'll go in 2 orders. First 4 questions and next 4 questions.
Yes.
Following me, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The thing is, you get 20 points for a correct answer and -5 for an incorrect answer.
Okay.
Even if you pass, you will get -5. Okay? And it's +10 for a carry forward answer. Now there are no negative points for answering a carry forward. Okay? Even if you answer wrong, there's no negative points. So +20 -5 or +10, and we'll follow the carry forward order as is established. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. So it's time to Kai Poche then. I have the 4 chits in my hand. Very quickly, I'm going to pick up 1 chit. Okay. Thanks to my clumsiness once again, it has automatically gotten very nicely mixed up. And let's see which student's name actually comes out. It is Neil. Neil, your name comes out. Neil, Baba, who do you nominate? Play smart.
Sir, Dheeraj.
Neil nominates Dheeraj. 1 second. Let me write Dheeraj's name actually so that we don't get confused later on. Dheeraj, you have been nominated by Neil.
Yes.
And what category?
Sir, current affairs.
Current affairs. All right, great. I'm just going to stop the share of the screen for a moment because I'll have to move to the question on the category of current affairs. Give me 1 moment. Let me move up the chits from the last round as well to avoid confusion. Okay. Yes. So current affairs, I will ask you a question on current affairs. Give me 1 moment. In fact, the question is available already. So give me 1 moment. Your question is this. Dheeraj,
Yes.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Question nominated by Neil is this. Yesterday, this European country officially declared an end to its coronavirus pandemic. It became the first European country to do so. Can you name this country famous for its ski resorts? Its capital is Ljubljana, and Luka Doncic is a famous basketball player from this country.
Sir,
in 5
France.
is the incorrect answer. -5 to Dheeraj, please. This moves on to Amog.
Yes.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
you know the answer. It passes on to you. Okay, it passes on.
Sir, Romania.
Is the incorrect answer. Aryan,
Sir, Slovenia.
Slovenia. Do you follow basketball, Aryan?
No, sir. Actually, my father told me this today.
He actually told you this today.
Yes,
How come?
sir.
How did that happen? You
So
were practicing,
yesterday it was coming. I think that's why.
and you are practicing for the quiz, is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you are actually practicing capitals of the world.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, fair enough. 10 points to you, Aryan. Well done. Slovenia is the correct answer. Well done. Well done. Okay, with this, we move on to the next question. And once again, we will have a chit system. Okay, if Neil's name comes out again, then we will actually not entertain Neil. We'll allow somebody else to answer. But let's just see. I've kept all 4 to ensure that there is no cheating. I mean, cheating in the sense, yes, see, Neil's name only invariably came out again. So I'm going to keep Neil's name on the side now. I mean, it doesn't lead to any kind of dysfunction. That's why. Yes. Okay. We have Aryan's name that's come out. Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Aryan, who do you nominate and on what topic?
Sir, Neil on science.
Okay, Aryan nominates Neil on science. 1 second. Okay, just give me 1 moment. I will just switch it on. Okay, the science question is out here now. And Neil, your question is this. This deadly virus transmitted through an animal bite almost always results in death, as there is no active treatment for this. Some symptoms of this disease are hydrophobia and photophobia. Earlier, this disease was detected by tracking the animal that bit the patient. If the animal died within 7 to 12 days, the patient's death was also expected soon. However, now this method of diagnosis has of course changed. Can you name this incurable disease?
Sir, Hantavirus.
Is the incorrect answer. -5 to Neil, and it passes on to Aryan.
Sir, is it SARS?
Is the incorrect answer. Passes on to Dheeraj.
The plague.
Is the incorrect answer. Amog.
Rabies.
Is the correct answer. It was as simple as rabies. Dog bites rabies is the correct answer. 10 points to Amog. Well done. Okay, dogs are much better creatures than that. Okay, dogs are really kind, really nice creatures. For the longest time, if I'm to tell you, I used to be quite indifferent to dogs. But thanks to my wife being a vet, I've had very close contact with dogs, and I can tell you they're wonderful creatures. They don't really bite you in general. If any case of that sort takes place, it's because of self-defense, and dogs do not have rabies in general anyway. All right, only certain dogs who kind of get diagnosed with it, and they die too as a result of it. So let's quickly move on. Now we move on to the next person. 1 second. So I have to very quickly put all 4 together again. Let me stop the share. All right, and now I'm going to take out one chit. Aryan once again comes out, so I'm going to put Aryan out. Neil once again comes out. I don't know what it is. Okay, so Amog.
Dheeraj. No,
Amog,
he's been
you cannot ask
nominated.
Dheeraj now. You have to ask somebody else. The only 2 people you can actually ask right now are, in fact, you cannot really ask any
Anyone.
person apart from, at this point in time, Aryan. So Aryan is the
Okay.
only person left. Aryan, And Amog, you ask him a question. Amog, what do you ask him a question on?
Art and literature.
Arts and literature. Okay, arts and literature is what he's going to be asked a question on. Arts and literature is the
So
question.
can I change?
Okay, go ahead.
History.
Okay, you want to ask a question on history? All right. Why that change, Amog, if I might ask you?
So because I'm not very good at history, and because if art and literature gets cuts out, I'll be automatically in for history.
Okay. All right, that's very interesting. A lot of strategization taking place. Give me one moment. Okay, so Aryan, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And Aryan, your question is this. Your question is, a former Prime Minister of India was assassinated by a Tamil extremist organization LTTE based out of northeastern Sri Lanka. This was because when he was the Prime Minister of India, he sent Indian peacekeeping forces at the behest of the Sri Lankan government to fight against the LTTE and contain the civil war there. The assassination took place in Sri Perambadur, Tamil Nadu. Can you name the former PM of India? Prior to joining politics, he was a pilot with the Indian Airlines.
So is it Rajiv Gandhi?
Rajiv Gandhi is the correct answer. 20 points to you, Aryan. Well done. It is Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi's son, who also was unfortunately assassinated as a result of this terrorist attack which took place. That's the correct answer. Well done. Quite fast, quick off your tracks. And yes, Rajiv Gandhi is correct. Well done, Aryan. With this, we come to the last question, which Amog will have to be asked by Aryan, because there's no other permutation left at this point in time. Yes. Aryan, on what topic?
So I think it's Dheeraj to ask the question.
Yes, sir.
I'm so sorry. Yes, my apologies. It is Dheeraj. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, Dheeraj?
Sir, arts and literature.
Arts and literature? Okay. Give me one moment, please. All right. We're quickly going to move on to arts and literature in less than a minute. And here we have switched on arts and literature. And your question is this. This 16th century play from William Shakespeare revolves around the story of Antonio, a merchant, and Shylock, a Jewish moneylender. The play largely tries to show the existing conflict between Jews and Christians in Rome at the time. Can you name this famous play, Amog? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am sorry, Amog. I'm going to have to pass it on, and it gets passed on to Neil. Neil is not
The Merchant of Venice.
The Merchant of Venice is the correct answer. Well done. The Merchant of Venice is the correct answer. Yes. This is something that, students in ICSE also study in grade 7, 8 moving forward. Are you studying this, Neil, right now?
Sir, last year.
Oh, you studied it last year? All right. Okay. Well done. Okay, great. This was the story that introduced me to William Shakespeare and his works, and I have never fallen out of love with them since then. Very, very interesting story. Well done, Neil. You get 10 points for that answer because it was a carry forward question. Okay. So with this, we are done with one round of questions. We still have one more round of questions left, and we will restart the entire process of the chits. Let's see whose names come out this time. I will really close these chits out small so that, there's no distinction in the chit that gets picked up. And there we go. We have shut all chits. Let's see which chit comes out. All right, this is the chit. And Dheeraj, yours is the first name. Dheeraj, who would you like to nominate?
Sir, Aryan.
Okay, and
On
Dheeraj?
history.
Okay, Aryan on history. All right. Give me one moment.
Anansh, has
Yes?
Aryan been asked a question before that on history?
I am just confirming that. In fact, yes, Aryan has been asked a question on history. You are correct. Unfortunately, you cannot ask him a question on history again. Thank you so much for correcting me. Science?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Give me one moment. I will just quickly go to the science questions. And your science question is this. British naturalist Charles Darwin has become a household name due to his widely accepted work, The Origin of the Species. Much of his work is inspired from his stay at the archipelago, I'm sorry about the slight typo, at the archipelago of volcanic islands located in Ecuador. The wildlife at these islands is unique, and some species of wildlife found here are not found in any other part of the world. One of these species is one of the longest living vertebrates in the world, known to live for 100 to 170 years. It is the biggest of the reptile species in the world. Can you name them? It's basically a species of this reptile.
Tortoise.
Okay, tortoise, you need to be a little more specific.
Sir, the big tortoise, large tortoise, I think.
Can you tell me the name of the islands?
Sir, Seychelles. Seychelles.
Seychelles. I am so sorry, Aryan. I am so sorry, Aryan. I am unfortunately not going to be able to give you that answer. Okay, that is incomplete, unfortunately. Tortoise, though, is right. And for that, by the judge's discretion, by my quizmaster's discretion, we will not give him negative points at least.
Okay, sir.
All right. We move on from Aryan to Dheeraj. I'm sorry, from Aryan to, yes, Dheeraj. Yes, Dheeraj, tell me.
No idea.
Amog?
Sir, giant tortoise?
Is not the correct answer. I mean, I cannot really give it to you for that. There's a very specific name for this species of tortoise. Neil?
No idea.
Okay. Yes, Amog?
Sir, was it some star tortoise?
The Galapagos tortoise.
Galapagos.
Yes, sir. Galapagos. Yes.
Galapagos tortoise. So tortoise would be incomplete because we are talking about a very specific type of tortoise that's found on this island. The Galapagos tortoise. They're huge. There's a small picture. These guys are huge. 170 kg is huge, and they live for, I mean, they are considered the oldest vertebrates, and they are considered to be very, very sweet in general. Okay. So Galapagos is a very interesting island. Charles Darwin came up with his theory of natural selection and theory of evolution while observing all of these wonderful creatures. If you ever get a chance, do go to Galapagos. I have not got a chance. I would love to go to it too. All right. So with that, we move on, and very quickly, let us actually put the chits in once more. Okay. Aryan, your name is
sir. Okay, sir.
Who will you ask, Aryan?
Sir, Amog.
Amog? Okay. Amog, what will you ask, Amog?
Sir, history.
Just a moment. Amog is by Aryan.
See, there's a lot of strategizing happening here.
Yeah, a lot of strategization. Just a moment. Aryan is going to be asking Amog. I just need to write that down to make sure that there is no confusion. The first time Amog was asked a question on arts and literature. This time he's going to be asked a question on history. So with this, both questions on science and both questions on history are done, just for everybody's reference. Okay, very quickly, let's move to the question on history for you, Amog. Just one moment. All right. And your question is this. This was the answer of the earlier question. Before and on the eve of India's independence, massive riots erupted on the eastern and western border of India. On the eastern side, Noakhali riots were one of the worst, where thousands of people of the Hindu community were killed. A great Indian leader is credited with cooling down the situation in this area.
Sir, your video is off.
My video is off?
Yes, sir.
Sir, this is Mahatma Gandhi.
It's Mahatma Gandhi. That is the correct answer. 1 second. Is my video actually off?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Is it on now?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
Sir, yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry about the confusion. Anyways, we've gotten an answer from him. I will nonetheless still read the entire question. Before and on the eve of India's independence, massive riots erupted on the eastern and western border of India. On the eastern side, Noakhali riots were one of the worst, where thousands of people of the Hindu community were killed. A great Indian leader is credited with cooling down the situation in this area by visiting the area, fasting, and trying to broker peace between the rioting groups. While he failed in achieving the objective, he is lauded for his efforts. Can you name the famous Indian leader? And we got an answer from Amog, which was Mahatma Gandhi. Since Aryan, you asked him this question, are
Yes,
you
sir.
right? Is he right?
Yes, sir.
He is correct. Yes, Aryan, he is correct. Aryan, you're a very sweet child. The correct answer is Mahatma Gandhi. All right, well done, Mahatma Gandhi. Just after Indian independence, it was one of the worst periods. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi was very pained with the riots that were taking place between Hindus and Muslims. And
Yes,
for a
sir.
while, actually felt that this entire freedom struggle was futile if this is what it was going to lead to. Okay. So anyway, that was something that did take place. And now we move on to the next person. Let me stop my share. I'm sorry, I switched off my video by mistake in the middle. All right. I'm going to pick this sheet up. The person whose name comes out in this sheet is Amog.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Who will you ask, Amog? You cannot ask Aryan.
Okay. Then I'll ask Neil
Okay. You will ask Neil. And Neil,
on current affairs.
on current affairs. He was asked on science earlier. So yes, you can ask on current affairs. One moment. So Neil, your direct question is this. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, a lot of countries are trying to move their manufacturing facilities outside China. In anticipation, this state of India has been making all arrangements to attract these manufacturers to the state. Some of these measures include suspending labor laws for 3 years. Can you guess the state we are talking about here? The question is for Neil.
Sir, Gujarat.
Is the incorrect answer. -5 to Neil. This question moves on to Aryan.
Sir, is it UP?
Is the correct answer. Uttar Pradesh. Yogi Adityanath recently announced that
Yes,
we
sir.
are going to be they are going to be suspending these labor laws for 3 years. That's the correct answer. It happened very recently. 10 points to you, Aryan. Well done. Okay. With this, we come to the final question, and this final question is for Dheeraj, and the person who's going to ask this is Neil. There is no other permutation left, and Dheeraj cannot be asked a question on current affairs. Anyways, the current affairs questions are over. We are only left with one question on arts and literature and 2 questions on sports.
Arts and literature.
Okay, arts and literature. For some reason, you all don't like sports. That's perfectly
Sir, we
fine.
like
But you're scared that the person will know the answer.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
sports. Sir.
Okay, I'll show you the sports questions after we are done anyway, so that you all can see what they were.
Ask the sports.
Okay, 1 second. And now we'll start off. Your question number 2, Dheeraj, is this. One of the greatest modern Indian writers, this person was famous for his honest writing of whatever he observed. He authored excellent works like Train to Pakistan and The Portrait of a Lady. He was awarded the Padma Bhushan in the year 1974, but returned it in 1984 in protest against the siege of the Golden Temple by the army in 1984, by the Indian Army. Can you name this giant of modern Indian literature, Dheeraj?
Sir, Rabindranath Tagore.
-5 to you. I'm sorry. He was not alive so late. I mean, he passed away before independence. That's the incorrect answer, Dheeraj. It moves on to Amog.
V.S. Naipaul.
Neil,
Sir, I don't know.
Aryan
Salman Rushdie?
is the incorrect answer. All of you are incorrect, Aryan, and everybody else. It's actually a very, very great Indian author by the name of Khushwant Singh. Train to
Okay.
Pakistan is a wonderful book. You almost read it. It's a very, very interesting book. This author is a realist. He literally wrote exactly what he saw. wonderful, wonderful man. Passed away a while back at a very old age, and he had a great sense of humor. In fact, he wrote what he wanted on his own epitaph after he died also. As in, this is what he wanted, written about him once he is dead, and it read, "Here lies one who spared neither man nor God. Waste not your tears on him, he was a sword. Writing nasty things he regarded as great fun. Thank the Lord he is dead, this son of a gun." This is what he wrote for himself. It's very interesting. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you the questions on sports also, since
Yes,
none of
sir.
you actually checked sports. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now let's see what's there in sports. Anybody can answer. An Indian village, Sansarpur, is called the nursery of hockey players as it has produced the most number of Olympian hockey players for India as compared to any other region in the country. In the
So Madhya
19
Pradesh.
is the incorrect answer. In the 1968 Olympics, 7 hockey players in the Olympics were from Sansarpur only, 5 playing for India and 2 for Kenya. Can you guess the state in which Sansarpur lies?
Punjab or Haryana?
It is Punjab, one of the bread
Okay.
baskets. The correct answer is Punjab. It's one of the bread baskets. Punjab and Haryana are the bread baskets of India. The correct answer is Punjab.
Punjab. Okay.
The next question is, this cricket stadium built in 1814 is famously referred to as the Mecca of cricket because it was the first officially built ground for cricket. This is a topic of disappointment for Sachin Tendulkar fans as he was never able to score a century at this iconic venue. Can you name the cricket ground we are talking about?
Eden Gardens?
No,
So
It's not
Wankhede Stadium.
not in India. Dheeraj?
Okay.
No idea, sir.
It's the
The
Lords.
Lords?
Lords,
Okay.
Lords, the Malibon cricket ground, or Lords, the Mecca of cricket. Okay. With this, we come to an end of this round. Very quickly, just give us a moment. I would like to also take this opportunity to quickly introduce everybody to SkillSphere's e-debate workshop. It is for students of 11 years and above, and it focuses on the development of debating skills, public speaking skills, and the overall ability to express oneself. It's an online program. We of course have our offline programs, but right now we are running it as an online program of 4 sessions, 1.5 hours each. Now, students learn the art of debating through participation in these debate workshops. Very practically oriented, with students participating in a lot of different debates each day. Okay, so they participate very experientially oriented, lot of game-based learning as well. Our trainers are very experienced, and we keep batches down to 5 to 7 students at max. In general, we cover all the major debate formats, right from the Frank Anthony memorial debate style to the Bombay style of debate to the Oxford style of debate. And in case you'd like to make your child attend a free demo session, please feel free to give us a call on 73041 26489. I repeat, 73041 26489. You can also give us a call in case you can't get through on this number to 98208 84414. I repeat, 98208 84414. All right. So thank you very much. And with this, we shall proceed to the next round. Before that, would you like to know the scores, guys?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Do you really want to know the scores? Why don't you
Yes, sir.
want to know the scores?
I don't want to know.
Okay, Ashi ma'am is just changing her internet connection, but I know that the scores have been updated. And at the end of this particular round, the scores stand as follows. Lot of movement has taken place. Aryan from Mansukh Kothari National School, Pune is now in the lead on 55 points, but it's really close. Dheeraj Kesava Velisetti from Euroschool Hyderabad is on 35 points in second place. Amog Anudeepak from Kangar Valley Academy Raipur is also in joint second place on 35 points. And Neil Karya from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai, at this point in time is on 4th place with 20 points. So it's very close. Anything can happen. There are still 2 full rounds. Okay. So a lot of things can happen, and honestly, how you perform right now lies in your own hands. So let's see what happens. And very quickly, let's move on to round number 3, which is called Andhadhun. Have you all watched Andhadhun, which had
Yes,
Ayushmann
sir.
Khurrana?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting movie. I really like the plot of the movie, and it is about this man who tries to play blind, who fakes being blind to try and get advantages in life, and ends up in a lot of trouble. It's a suspense thriller, literally, which ends up in him actually becoming blind. We don't know that yet, and a sequel of this movie will actually tell us what really happens. And in this round 2, all of you will be playing a little andhadhun. You know, little shot in the dark is what everybody will be making, because here in this round, each student only gets one question. Okay. Now each question has two parts though. Okay. The first part is worth only 5 points, and this part is actually multiple choice. Okay. It's multiple choice, 4 options out of which one is correct. Only if you answer this question will I show you the second question. Now what I can promise you is that the second question is the second question is based on the category of the first question. Whatever the first question is asked on, the second question in some way or the other is related to that. So that much you know. So that much knowledge you have. But andhadhun, without seeing the question, you have to tell me how many points are you going to play the question for? 5 points, 10 points, or 15 points.
Okay.
You have to decide before you see the second question. You'll have to tell me. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Now the
sir.
thing is, the catch is, if you are unable to answer the second question, this question will get carried forward for the same number of points that you have actually bet on it. So 15 points if you have said, then the next person who's answering this question, the carry forward, will get 15 points if he or she answers it correctly. Are you following me? Now,
Yes.
the thing is that I will only ask the direct person, the person who's being asked the question, I will only ask you the second question if you answer the first question correctly. Okay, you have to play smartly hence. And the thing is that if you answer the first question incorrectly, the second question will get carried forward either way for 10 points. Okay, that is the default. Everybody followed?
Yes.
You get approximately 10 seconds for answering a question. Amog, yes, go ahead.
Sir, what is the maximum number of points we can bet on a question?
Either 5, 10 or 15. Nothing
Sir,
else.
I have a
5, 10.
question.
Yes, Aryan, go ahead.
Sir, is there negative marking for the second answer?
No negative marking. No negative marking. It's just that it gets carried forward for the same number of points to the next contestant. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Let's start off. This quiz is really close, very, very close. Ashi, Dheeraj, and Amog on joint 35. Aryan jumped into the lead in the last round, and Neil is on 20 points. It can go anyway. Very quickly, let's see what happens now. In fact, since Neil is trailing at this point in time, we will actually start off with Neil. Neil, I'll give you an early chance to catch up. And your question, before we ask, we'll show a sample question. Which of these is the highest civilian order?
Bharat Ratna.
Bharat Ratna. Bharat
A.
Ratna.
Bharat Ratna, B. Veer Chakra, C. Padma Shri, D. Padma Vibhushan, A. Bharat Ratna
Bharat
is the correct
Ratna.
answer. Next question is, name the famous Carnatic singer from Madurai, Tamil Nadu.
Sir, MS Subbulakshmi.
M. Subbulakshmi.
MS Subbulakshmi.
Subbulakshmi. MS Subbulakshmi is
Yes,
the
sir.
correct answer. Well done. Okay. This was a free question. Now we'll start off. Neil, this is your direct question. Which of these is the highest rank in the Indian Armed Forces, Neil? Chief of Air Staff, Chief of Army Staff,
Chief of Defense Staff.
Chief of Defense Staff is the correct answer. Well done. 5 points to you, Neil. And Neil, now, how many points are you going to answer question number 2 for?
10.
10 points. Great. So 10 points here it is. Who was the first Chief of Naval Staff? In fact, not first Chief of Naval Staff of India. This is the incorrect question. I'm sorry. The question is actually, and I'll just correct it. Who is the current Chief of Naval Staff of India? I'm sorry for the small mistake here. The question is, who is the current Chief of Naval Staff of India? You have some time to answer the question, Neil. Okay, I'll just show the question once more. Who is the current Chief of the Naval Staff? Okay. Who is the current Chief? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'll have to actually pass it on. Who is the current Chief of Naval Staff? I apologize for the small mistake. Luckily, we were able to rectify it on time. Aryan
So is it Ramnath Kovind?
is the incorrect answer. He's the President of India. Dheeraj
Karambir Singh.
is the correct answer. Very, very good. Dheeraj, 10 points to you. Supremely well done. Admiral Karambir Singh is the correct answer. The current Chief of Naval Staff is the correct answer. He is the one. And with this, we move on to Aryan.
Okay,
Aryan,
sir. Yes,
your
sir.
direct question is this. Name the phenomena where a solid converts into a gas directly without converting into a liquid.
So sublimation.
Is the correct answer. 5 points to you. How many points are you going to be answering the next question for?
Sir, 15.
15 points. All right, 15 points. Aryan, your question is here. Name a metal which is one of the most commonly used for manufacture of microchips. In fact, there is an entire
Silicon.
region. Wow. In fact, there is an entire region named after this
Yes, sir,
metal in
Silicon
USA.
Valley.
Yes,
Sir,
most
but silicon is
technology
not a metal.
Okay,
Silicon is.
name this
Silicon is
metal.
not metal.
Silicon is a metalloid.
All right, we will just actually check the veracity of this answer. Okay, either ways, metal or metalloid in general, he has
Yes, sir,
answered the
it's a
correct
metalloid.
question. Okay, it is a metalloid. I am very sorry about the slight mistake, but nonetheless, silicon is the correct answer. Okay, we will give it to him. It was a small typo on the part of us as a quiz team. I apologize for that, but silicon is the correct answer. Aryan, you get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is the correct answer. Well done, Silicon Valley, based on microchips, a metalloid. Okay, small oversight on our part, but you definitely deserve your 15 points and you get them for it. Okay, if you have to be fair, you were very clear about the answer either way. 15 points to Aryan, and with this, we move on to the next student. That's Dheeraj.
Yes.
Dheeraj,
Yes.
your question is this. Name this famous painting. A. Mona Lisa, B. The Last Supper, C. The Creation of Adam, or D is, just a moment, D is The Night Watch.
The Last Supper.
Yes, sir.
That is the correct answer. 5 points to you, Dheeraj. And how many points are you going to answer the next question for?
So 10.
10 points. All right, Dheeraj. In religious scriptures, the Last Supper is one of the most significant events. As post this, one of Jesus' apostles betrays him, which leads to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Can you name this apostle who
So
betrayed?
John, Saint John.
St. John is the incorrect answer. It passes on for 10 points to Amog.
Sir, I can't remember this.
Neil? Aryan?
So just a guess, Saint Peter.
Saint Peter was a very nice man.
Oh,
In
I
general, all
don't
of
know
these people
anything
has-
about this.
Dheeraj?
Sir, I'm done.
No, I'm just asking you. Yeah, would you like
No
to
idea,
give it
sir.
a... It's actually Judas.
Okay, Judas.
Yeah, okay. Let's quickly move on to the next student, the last student in line. Everybody's only getting one question here, as I mentioned. Amog, this is your direct question. Identify this animal. A. Salamander, B. Iguana, C. Komodo dragon, D. Crocodile.
Komodo dragon.
Is the correct answer. 5 points to you on that, Amog. Well done. How many points do you answer the next question for?
15.
15 points, and this is your question. Komodo Island is an island inhabited by Komodo dragons. This island is a part of a country which is huge, which is a huge chain of islands. This chain of islands is located in Southeast Asia and consists of more than 17,000 islands. Can you name the country for me, Amog?
Indonesia.
Well, it's the correct answer, and that was a lot of confidence. It is correct. 15
Yes,
points to you, Amog. Well done on that. Well done. Very quick answers, very prompt answers. And I'm very happy to see how everybody is actually completely decimating my quiz, getting a lot of these answers here and there. A few questions here and there are the only ones that pass through. So let's see. Are we ready with the scores at this point in time, Ashi?
Yes, we are.
So let's quickly see what the update with the scores is. Ashi, please go ahead. Wow, this is going to be close.
As
Yes.
you can see, we have Aryan Gopal Zanwar from Mansukh Kotari National School, Pune, leading with 75 points. Next, we have Dheeraj Kesava Velasati from Euroschool, Hyderabad with 50 points. Amog Anudeepak from Kangar Valley Academy, Raipur has 55 points. And finally, we have Neil Karya from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai with 25 points.
All right. So we still have one last round. Things are very close. We honestly don't know who's going to qualify and who's not. Anything can happen during this round. Let's see what the scene is and let's see what this roundup is about. So the last round of this quiz is actually referred to as Bhag Milkha Bhag. Okay, it's called Bhag Milkha Bhag. Very quickly, let me show you Bhag Milkha Bhag. Have you all watched Bhag Milkha Bhag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful movie with Farhan Akhtar and was really directed well as well. It is about a very famous Indian 400-meter runner in Milkha Singh who ran away from Pakistan post-independence, came here, joined the Indian Army, became a legendary track and field athlete, doing India proud in 400 meters races all across the world, won a gold at the Commonwealth Games, but narrowly missed out by 0.01 of a second in the Olympic Games. Okay, where he finished 4th, but He's had a very successful life, very successful career, still alive and kicking. And with this, I would like to tell you that here too in this round, all of you are going to have to bhag milkha bhag. Okay, you're going to have to bhag milkha bhag. This is very quick. I've mentioned 20 each of you participants. What's going to happen is that you'll get 3 questions. Back to back, you'll get these 3 questions. I will only ask you the second question or the third question if you give me a correct answer, incorrect answer, or if you pass. For each question that you answer in these 3 questions, you get 5 points. If you answer all 3 questions correctly, you hit the jackpot, you will get 20 points. Okay? So instead of 15, you'll get 20 points. Now the thing is, each of you get a span of roughly 20 seconds. When we actually accommodate the amount of time required to actually ask a question, it becomes roughly 30 seconds. So the time required to ask a question is not considered in the total timing. Roughly 30 seconds is what you'll get, including the time to ask a question. Officially, when I'm starting and stopping the stop clock, I'm only counting 20 seconds, not including my time to ask a question. Okay. Now, very simple, 5 points. Quickly, it's like a rapid fire. All the best. Any questions at all?
Sir, is there negative marking?
Well, there is no negative marking at all. There is no negative marking at all. All right. So very quickly, we are going to be starting. Yes, Amog.
So will there be carry forwards?
No carry forwards. There's no scope of a carry forward. Okay. Very quickly, I'm going to start off, and I'm not going to go back to a question if you pass. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you the answer and then I'll move on to the next one. Aryan, since you're in the lead, last time we started with the person trailing, we'll start with you, and your time starts now. This is the national bird of which country?
Sir, Australia
is the incorrect answer. The correct answer is New Zealand. They are Kiwis. The next question is Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadoria is the chief of this important organization once led by Subroto Mukherjee and Arjan Singh. Can you name this organization?
So, is it AAP? Aam
No.
Aadmi Party? Okay.
It is the Indian Air Force.
Okay.
The last question is, this is the flag of which country? Nur Sultan is the capital.
So, Brunei
Is the incorrect answer. It is Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Okay. So with this, we are done with all 3 questions. Unfortunately, Aryan, you did not score in this round. You seem to have a good amount of lead anyway. So let's quickly move on. In fact, things are really heating up. Dheeraj, you're next to 9. All the best, Dheeraj. Do well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Be cool. Be calm. Amog, you also be cool, calm, composed, and just participate to the best of your abilities. Don't worry about anything else. Okay. Dheeraj, your question starts in 3, 2, and 1. Can you name the narrow stretch of land of approximately 22 kilometers that connects India's northeastern states to the rest of India's mainland?
Pass.
The Siliguri corridor. Next question is, can you name this famous Indian Bharat
Atal
Ratna
Bihari
award?
Vajpayee.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Atal Bihari Vajpayee is the answer. And the last question is, can you name this university that was built in India in the 5th century AD in Magad, modern day Bihar?
Nalanda.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Dheeraj, 10 points to you. Win this round with 10 points. Well done. All right. With this, we move on to Amog. Amog,
Yes, sir.
questions start in 3, 2, 1, go. What is the intense and unreasonable fear of spiders and scorpions, also referred to as?
Arachnophobia.
Is the correct answer. 5 points to you. The next question is, this Indian philosopher and social leader was the founder of the Arya Samaj. Can you name him?
Vivekananda.
Is the incorrect answer. It's Swami Dayanand Saraswati. And your last question is, this is the flag of which country? Quito is the capital.
No, sir.
Ecuador.
Ecuador is the correct answer. Okay.
Okay.
So you end with 5 points in this round. And with this, we move on to Neil. Neil, your time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neil, this is Arvind Krishna, famous Indian who is the CEO of an American multinational technology company that produces and sells computer hardware and software, among other things. Can you name the company, Neil? IBM. The next answer is, can you name this Gurudwara located in the Punjab province of Pakistan? It is said to have been founded by the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak. It is believed that he established the first Sikh commune here. A corridor was inaugurated in recent times so that Indian Sikhs can visit it. Kartarpur Sahib.
Kartarpur Sahib.
Okay. The last question is, in which city is this famous monument located?
So Delhi.
It's
So
not
this
Delhi.
is Paris.
It's Paris.
Arc de Triomphe.
It's the Arc de Triomphe.
No,
Paris.
built by Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yes, it was built in honor of him.
Arc de Triomphe
Yes, sir.
from Paris. So that's it. And with this, we actually come to an end of this quiz. Ashi, is this the end of this quiz?
No, it's not.
It's not the end of this quiz. Why so? Let's see what the scores are. I thought this should be the end of the quiz. We have gone through 4. Oh gosh. Okay, Ashi, please update our viewers on the scores. This is exciting. Go ahead, Ashi.
So as you can all see, Aryan Gopal Zanwar definitely qualifies for the final. He's from Mansukh Kotari National School.
Congratulations, Aryan. Well done. Well done. You are into the finals. You can feel more lucky now. You can feel as lucky as you want to. You're in the finals. Yes, go on.
Then we have Dheeraj Velasity from Euroschool Hyderabad with 60 points and Amok Anudeepak from Kangar Valley Academy in Raipur with 60 points, who are now going to be fighting for the second position. And finally, we have Neil Karya from NES National Public School, Mulund, Mumbai with 25 points.
All right, great. So all of this is very, very close. Neil, congratulations on making it so far and for your wonderful participation. Let's give Neil a big round of applause. Of course, we'll have our parting words in a little bit, but right now we have a more pressing matter to deal with. A bigger headache for the quiz master and the quiz, but something very positive. We are down to a tiebreaker. We are down to a tiebreaker for the final position in the finals. It's between Amok Anudeepak of Kangar Valley Academy, Raipur, and Dheeraj from Euroschool, Hyderabad. Okay, so what we are going to be doing for both of you, Amok and Dheeraj, you're going to have to give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to actually take out 2 questions to start off with. Okay, it's very simple. I'm going to flip a coin. Today, in fact, we are going to do it in a more effective manner. I am actually going to flip a coin. Just give me one moment. Ashi, do you have a coin around you?
I will just get it.
Yeah, Ashi will just get a coin for us. I'm going to flip a coin.
You can actually flip a coin on Google. I think there is a possibility of that.
Okay.
I'll get one regardless. You can try.
Yeah, just get one on regardless. So actually we're going to flip a coin to decide who actually answers first. In the sense, I will allow Dheeraj to call. Dheeraj, you can call head or tails. If you call tails, then you get to decide whether the first question goes to Amok or the first question goes to you. Now the thing is, it does not matter either way. The thing is that if I ask the question to Amok, if Amok doesn't answer, that question gets carried forward to you. If you answer that question, you go through to the finals. If neither of you answer that question, I go on to the next question, which will now be asked first to you, Dheeraj. Okay. If you don't answer that question goes to Amok. If Amok answers that question, he goes through the final.
Yes.
Plain and simple?
Yes.
Easy to understand? Okay. We will just let Ashi come back with her coin. And in the meanwhile, let me make sure that I have the correct questions to ask both of you.
Okay, I have a coin with me.
You have a coin with you? Okay, great. Give me one moment. I am just going to have to move back to one of our earlier quizzes actually. Ashi, this is so exciting. Why don't you keep us live streamers engaged while I set up for the tiebreaker?
Okay, honestly, I don't know what to say because even I'm very excited at this point. I just want to know what is going on in your heads right now at this point. Dheeraj and Amok. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Kind of nervous. What about you, Amok?
So, whatever happens, it's okay with me.
It's a very philosophical answer, Amok. I'm sure you're very nervous at this point, but very excited at the same time. I'm sure people who are watching it also will agree to this. I can see like a lot of comments already, suggesting how exciting this entire quiz has been. I can't believe that we are ending on such a note, the fact that tomorrow we are leading into finals and we are ending this quiz with a tiebreaker.
Just give me a moment. I just want to make sure that we have levelized questions across. So in fact, I'm going to be going back to our quarterfinals to get into our reserve of questions. All right. In the meanwhile, Neil, why don't you tell us your entire experience with the quiz? You have really done well. It's perfectly fine if you have ended in 4th position. You have actually ended in 8th position among 105 students, which is extremely worthy of praise. And I believe he deserves a huge round of applause. Everybody who's streaming, please give this wonderful child a huge round of applause for his entire effort. All right. And with this, we are very quickly, I think I have found the questions that I would like to ask, but I will still make sure that we have them levelized.
Neil, would you like to say something till then?
Yes, I'm very happy that I could be a part of this wonderful quiz, and it's okay that I could not qualify, but all the best to you guys. Do well.
Great. And of course, Aryan, any words of wisdom that you'd like to give?
Actually, I'm very lucky to be in part of such a fabulous quiz.
So you felt lucky when you started off. You still feel lucky. I think that's nice. Very consistent, I must say.
All right. So we have found questions, and in fact, just to keep it fair, before I share my screen, I'd like to tell you that in order to ensure the levelization, we are not going to follow the carry forward system. We will flip a coin to decide. I will allow Dheeraj to pick who answers a question first, but the question will not get carried forward because these questions are not of carry forward type. Okay, so these are actually from the quarterfinals. These were the 3-chord song types. You remember the 3-chord songs?
Yes,
A major,
sir.
B major, C major. So basically, there are, both of you were in the music category, both of you?
Yes.
Sir, I was in music.
I was in
And
music.
Dheeraj,
Yes,
your
sir.
music, so you remember how the 3-chord songs work? For the reference of our live streamers, basically, there is a question that's asked where there are 3 unknowns. Okay, now these 3 unknowns are such that they are named after chords, A major, B major, C major, for example. The participant has to identify these 3 unknowns. If the participant actually identifies all 3 chords, the participant will get 35 points. If the participant only identifies 1 chord, it's 10 points. For 2 chords, it's 20 points, and for 3 chords, it's 35 points. Okay. 1 chord 10 points, 2 chords 20 points, 3 chords 35 points, because 3 chords is a 3-chord song. It's like creating music. So for that, there is 35 points. We'll follow the same process here as well. Okay. 1 chord you give me, I'll give you 10 points. 2 chords you give me, I'll give you 20 points. And 3 chords you give me, I'll give you 35 points.
Yes.
There will be no carry forward in this. Before I share the screen, let's flip a coin. Ashi has disappeared. Okay. Okay, 1 second. We'll actually Google flip a coin. This is what Anas has told me. I have actually a lot of wonderful people who support us. I'm not the best with technology, but he says this is the best way to make this interactive, and so we will make it interactive. Okay, so we are going to flip this coin, and Dheeraj, you can actually pick whether you would like to pick heads or tails.
Okay.
Tell me, heads or tails, Dheeraj?
So heads.
Heads. Okay, let's see what just flip a coin gives us. It does give us heads. This was quite interesting. This is the first time I've done something of this sort. All right. Heads is the call. Dheeraj, would you like to answer, or would you like to Amok to answer first?
Sir, I would like to answer.
Okay. So Dheeraj would like to answer first. Dheeraj, your question is not this. Your question will be the next question. This question was already asked. Your question, Dheeraj, all the best, is this. B Major is one of the largest and most active terrorist organizations in South Asia. Co-founded by Hafiz Syed, it is responsible for several terrorist attacks in India, including the 2001 Parliament attacks, 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, etc. During the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan lost his life while trying to flush out terrorists from the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. He was a member of an elite counter-terrorism unit of the MHA. MHA is the Ministry of Home Affairs, called D Major. For his efforts, he was awarded India's highest peacetime gallantry award, F Major. Dheeraj, can you identify all chords for me, please?
Sir, F major is Paramveer Chakra.
F major is Paramveer Chakra is the incorrect answer. What about B major and D major?
B major is ISIS.
It's also unfortunately the incorrect answer. And D major?
No idea.
No idea? Okay, no worries. I'll tell you what it is. B major is the Lashkar-e-Taiba. D major is actually LET had carried out those Taj attacks. The NSG Sandeep Unikrishnan belonged to the National Security Guards. And the peacetime, the wartime gallantry award is Paramveer Chakra. The peacetime gallantry award offered, highest one is Ashoka Chakra. All right, Dheeraj?
Yes.
It's fine, Dheeraj. Don't worry about it. Let's see. There's still hope. Let's see what happens. Amok, your direct question is this. A major is one of the P5 nations in the United Nations Security Council. St. Petersburg is a city located in A major. The B major peninsula was annexed by A major in 2014. Since then, the region has been administered by 2 federal subjects of this nation. B major is also claimed by C major. The capital of C major is Kiev. Identify all chords.
A major is South Africa.
It's the incorrect answer. What about B major?
B major is peninsula annexed by A major.
In 5.
No, sir.
C major.
Also claim.
I'm not getting an answer.
No.
I'm going to pass it on.
So can I answer?
Yes, do you know the answer?
So I know of A major and C major. A major is Russia, C major is Ukraine.
Okay, what is B major? Anyone?
B major. So I think Siberian.
Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula, the Crimean Peninsula. And both of you increase my headache. We have to find 2 more questions. I think we are going to be at this all day, but it's exciting and I'm sure the viewers are finding it exciting, especially all of those who have come to support the 2 of you. You know, they will have their hearts in their mouths just like you do. It's like the super over of a game where we go into a second super over because we couldn't find a result in the first super over. Okay. So let's see what question I can ask you all. I'm probably going to go into the 3 chords again, but let me just confirm what are the 3 chords that I will ask you. Need to make sure that this question was not asked yesterday. Okay, just 1 second. Let me make sure that the questions are levelized. I've found 1 question. I want to make sure that I found the second question as well. Ashi, by mistake, actually the answer potatoes showed up, so I cannot use those questions.
Okay.
It will be unfair. So we'll just levelize the questions and ask them from 2 different quizzes. Okay, this question was asked. I am sorry, viewers, but we have gotten into such a situation that under no circumstances that I want one child to go out because of questions not being levelized. So we are just checking the moderation level of questions before I ask them. Okay. Ashi, in the meanwhile, please do speak to our audience. You can tell them a little bit more about how we have reached this point.
Definitely. I mean, I think we started off planning this entire thing, I think a month ago. And through this entire time, we've just been, calling out, talking to teachers and parents and getting all of you registered. I think it's been a great journey all throughout because we've met so many people and we've interacted with so many of you. So that is definitely one thing. And I think all credit definitely goes to Ananch for making these quizzes and for involving all of us throughout. So definitely that's something that we really enjoyed. Not just like, watching and conducting these quizzes, but I think just interacting with all of you also has been so much fun for all of us who have been involved in this.
All right, we are almost there. I found 1 question. I'm just finding the second question from our results. What happened to you, Baba? Amok? What is the feeling?
I'm nervous and I also have a test after this.
We also have a test after this. My God, our children are such multitaskers.
So
I guess-
actually the test was from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. but it was specially delayed for me because most people have given it and posted their papers online.
I'm sure.
I watched it after the.
I'm sure Mohanty sir is watching. Mohanty sir is actually the director of Kangar Valley Academy, Raipur, a father figure to me, genuinely the closest person to me in the educational fraternity. And I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure all your teachers are watching. I'm sure they'll give you a break also. In fact, I would like to request all the teachers from Kangar Valley Academy to give Amok a break before he attempts this test. Okay. So don't worry, Amok. Don't worry about the test. Let's focus on this quiz. Let me just make sure that we have levelized questions. I'm sorry it's taking a little bit of time, but it would be absolutely incorrect for a child to go out at this point in time because of lack of levelization. So I want to make sure of that. One moment, please. All right, these seem decently levelized questions. So these are the questions that we are going to go ahead with. And in fact, this is going to be a place where we'll allow a carry forward to take place. And this time, what we are actually going to be doing is I'm going to be allowing for a coin to be flipped again. And this time Amok calls. Okay. A question can be carried forward. And what I want to say is that if the question doesn't get carried forward, if the question is answered by the child, okay, the other contestant will also be asked a question. So that's not a problem. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll be absolutely fair. Okay, so let's quickly move on. All the best, Dheeraj. How are you feeling, Dheeraj?
Sir, nervous, and it's okay. Whatever happens, happens for the good.
Okay, so very quickly, let's move on. All the best, Dheeraj. All the best, Amok. Okay. Amok and Dheeraj, very quickly, your question. In fact, I'm sorry, before I move to the question, I will actually have to flip a coin again. So I'll just flip a coin.
Virtual or physical?
Virtual. So we'll flip the virtual coin, and the virtual coin now is
So
flipped. Yes, Amok. Yeah, call.
Tails.
Heads it is. Okay. Yes. What would you like to do, Dheeraj? Answer or?
Sir, answer.
Okay. Dheeraj will answer. Okay. 1 second. Let me make sure that I'm on the right quarterfinals quiz number 5. It's for some reason not showing up. All right. I think it'll show up now. Yes. All right. So we are now at it.
So
And yes. Yes, tell me. This is not the
question.
This is not the question only, no, Baba? Okay. Your question, Dheeraj, all the best. You have to frame a question, basically. This is question the answer. Frame a question.
How does the flag of Bhutan look like?
How does the flag of Bhutan look like is the correct answer. Well done. 10 points to you, Dheeraj. But Amok, you still have a chance. How does the flag of Bhutan look like? What is the national flag of Bhutan? Was the correct answer. Amok, your question is this.
What does the king cobra look like, or
And
what is the national reptile of India?
It's fine. What does the king cobra look like is good enough for us. National reptile is the king cobra, and we continue with this headache, Ashi. We are going to be here till evening, I guess. My request to all the teachers at Kangar Valley Academy, Mule Madam, who's the principal, just postpone Amok's quiz. Okay, or his test. Just postpone his test. Let him not give it today. Let the child focus on this quiz at this point in time. It is just too close to call. Okay. Dheeraj, I hope you don't have some quiz of this sort.
No, sir.
Okay. Test. Let's see now. Ashi, please engage the audience and talk to Aryan. Are you going to go back home and prepare now?
Yes, sir.
What do you do? How do you prepare for these quizzes?
Sir, I mainly read my books. I learn capitals. My father helps me in all the sports and stuff, and I'll surf the internet.
Okay. All right. Okay. How did you prepare for this quiz, Neil?
I was just reading books, but I don't think that it was sufficient.
Well, actually, this quiz in general, how much do you think your preparation has really helped? Aryan, how much do you think your preparation has helped?
So only 2 to 3 answers were from yesterday's preparation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in general, this is all general knowledge, and it's a lot of the application of the general knowledge in different ways. Okay, so yes, it's not going to be very direct in that way, but fair enough. I have thought of a different way now. I am actually going to once again have a question the answer to make sure that these questions have not by mistake been shown in order while we were going through. I'm actually just changing those questions right now just to make sure that this is in all integrity the best thing possible. And I'll just change the format also a little bit. Just give me one moment, please. So it's supposed to get over at 1:30. It's going on till 1:55 because 2 students just refused to give in and are participating brilliantly. We couldn't have asked for a better photo finish than what we are seeing today. So, we would really like to thank everybody who's joined us. And these children really, they take the cake every single time. It's just amazing to see what happens at the end of, quizzes at times. So we're just going to ask absolutely levelized questions to both these children right now. I wish I could take both these children to the finals, but I don't think that is going to be possible. That is unfortunately not the way these quizzes work. I have actually hence prepared 2 levelized questions for both the kids. Okay. And let's hope we get an answer from one of them for these. And this time I will allow for it to carry forward. Typically, what we would have done was follow a buzzer round, but unfortunately, buzzer rounds cannot work over Zoom because there are always technology issues. One kid might have an advantage over the other because of a faster internet connection. So we cannot allow that. Okay. Ashi is asking me if both answer correctly. Should we have both of them in the finals? Ashi, as much as I would have loved for that to happen, I don't think we can allow for that to happen. We have to stick to the rules. The final is for 4 students. And there is no mistake at our end. There's no mistake at the child's end either. So we are going to do it the right way. We are going to go about it in the best way possible by letting the best person win. Okay. Let's quickly go on to quarterfinal quiz number 3, where I have designed 2 new questions. Just a moment. Okay. Once again, we flip a coin. Let's start off. Let me stop the share. Let's share the flip a coin first. So where is that flip a coin? Just 1 second. All right. So this time, Dheeraj, you get to call.
Yes, sir.
Dheeraj, head or tails?
So heads.
It's tails. Amog, you get to choose who answers first.
So me.
You answer first. Okay, Amog will answer first. Let's stop this share and let's quickly move on. Okay. Question number 8. And this is not your question. You have to frame a question. Okay, this is that question, the answer round. This is what we have at the moment. Okay.
Name a famous.
No. This is not your question.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay, this is Abhinav Bindra, Olympic gold medalist, first Indian individual Olympic gold medalist, still the only one. Let's move on. The question for you, Amog, is this.
Name the flag of. I don't know.
It passes on. Dheeraj, do you have an answer?
How does the flag of Mexico look like?
That is the incorrect answer. This is actually the flag of Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Okay, so now, Dheeraj, this is your direct question. Your direct question is this.
How does the flag of Kazakhstan?
That is incorrect, Amog.
No.
We are going to be at it. We are going to a 4th tiebreaker question.
So this is
with
Mexico
no answer.
flag.
This is actually the flag of Mexico. Dheeraj, you called Uzbekistan's flag Mexico. This is the flag of Mexico. and we continue with this headache. Give me 2 minutes more. I will actually frame 2 more questions, and let's hope we finally get an answer from you all. Okay. Ashi, what do you do in such circumstances?
I honestly don't know. I'm just enjoying it so much at this point because I was hoping that one of them would get it right. And when Dheeraj said flag of Mexico, and the next picture that came up was that.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. We're going to have to move to something else now. I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time. I am going to take a couple of minutes to make sure that we have good frame the answer questions. So give me a moment, please. We are going to have to bear with me. Viewers, what do you think about this situation? I know some of you will, tell me that, we should go ahead and take both of these students in, but that's not something that we can really do. That would be unfair. So we are not going to do that. It will be unfair to the other contestants from the other quizzes who are also equally close. So we are not going to do this. We're going to continue with the question, the answer situation. And what we are going to do is that I'm just making 2 more questions very quickly.
Amol, what exam do you have after this?
English.
Are you prepared for it? Or did you spend all your time preparing for this quiz?
I spent most of my time on English.
On English? Oh. I think you're
Is it like a full-fledged exam? Your final exam?
No, unit tests. First unit tests.
Mohanty sir, please shift the child's unit test. Just one.
Actually, there's the last one.
Oh, okay, then you're done.
And before also, I had, fortunately, on every one of these schedules in quarterfinals also had exam, and pre-quarterfinal also had test.
I think in that case, this child deserves a huge round of applause. He really, really deserves a huge round of applause for having worked so hard to actually, with his exams, he's been preparing and participating so well. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to your entire support circles, your father, your mother, and everybody else who's actually pushing you to be where you are today. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So I've prepared 2 more questions for you, absolutely levelized in the same genre, hoping that we are able to break this deadlock on the 4th occasion. Let's see if this actually happens this time. Okay. Just one moment.
Sir, is there pass in this round?
Yes, I will allow for passing. Okay.
Who gets to call?
Last time who called?
I did.
Dheeraj. It was Dheeraj who called. So this time it will be Amog who will call. Okay. So very quickly, let's go. Where is that? Flip a coin. 1 minute. Flipacoin.com. Okay. We're going to flip a coin, and this time, Amog, you call. Amog, head or tail?
Head.
Tails it is. Dheeraj?
Sir, I would answer.
Okay. Dheeraj, this is your question. 1 moment. Dheeraj, your question is this.
Sir, no idea.
No idea, Dheeraj?
No, sir.
Amog?
No idea.
Anybody? Aryan?
No, sir, no idea.
Has Neil left the meeting? I think he had
Yes, sir, I think I didn't see him.
Okay. Fursan, you can add Neil over because we have to actually end the meeting with him as well.
He's left, sir.
Okay, yeah. Fursan, please get Neil added as well. Okay, the correct answer is who's the current Chief Minister of Odisha?
Oh,
Naveen Patnaik.
Yes.
And with this, we go to the
okay,
direct.
yeah, sir, I remember right now.
Now we go on to Amog. Amog, your question is this.
Sir, is he the current Chief Minister of Telangana?
That is the incorrect answer. Dheeraj,
Sir, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu.
can you frame it in the form of a question?
Who is the current Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu?
Edappadi Palanisamy is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and with an extremely long tiebreaker round with 4 sets of tiebreakers, we finally get a clear winner in Dheeraj from Euroschool Hyderabad. Amog, please give Amog a huge round of applause. It is absolutely fabulous. It is one of the best performances by any student, a grade 6 student in a quiz competition at this level, going through 4 tiebreakers. I know, Amog, it is going to be a little disappointing, but whatever has to happen has happened. And Amog, you have a very bright future ahead of you. I know how proud your father, your mother, Mohanty sir, Mule ma'am, and everybody else from Kangar Valley Academy, Raipur will be at this point in time. I know what they are feeling, and I know how proud they are feeling about it. At the end of the day, it just comes out to one question here and there, which is, going to decide between, the person who's going through and who's not going through. Amog, you definitely are a champion. You have ended in the top 6 among 105 participants, pulling Dheeraj so far into this entire quiz competition. And I believe that plaudits need to go out to you, Amog. Very well done. Very well done, Amog. And before we end, I would like to know, would you like to say anything to everybody?
No, sir.
Huh? Would you like to say something about your participation in the quiz or the quiz in general or anything at all?
No, sir.
On a parting note? Okay. So Amog, we would like to say to you that I wish you all the very best in life. I know you're going to go from strength to strength from here on. And I'm sure that you're going to emerge as a more powerful, more excited, more intrigued, more engaging student. And I hope to see you in future quizzes of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. If given an opportunity, would you participate again, Amog?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you participate again. And I know you'll be disappointed for some time, but don't worry about it, Amog. You're such a fabulous student, wonderfully brought up student, well educated and very intelligent student. And I wish you all the best for that English literature exam as well. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And with that, Dheeraj, congratulations. You just squeaked through, absolutely squeaked through on the final question after 4 tiebreakers, giving us such a long headache, but a very positive headache to have. I wish you all the best for the finals tomorrow, and I hope you perform well. Would you like to say something, Dheeraj?
Yeah, this quiz was, very challenging, and these questions. But finally, we get to learn various topics to study about.
Absolutely, that is the entire objective. We are trying to, cover as many topics as possible. And Aryan, would you like to say something?
Sir, actually, I would say nothing.
Okay, everybody's speechless. Before we end, as we always do, I'd like to inform all our viewers we have had an unbelievable time today with the participation from the students here today. I wouldn't have asked for a better semi-final at all. The Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs quiz is something that we launch every Sunday. 10 questions, 4 options, 1 correct option always. A great way to keep abreast with the happenings of the world. It is attempted by thousands across India. Over 60,000 people across India have been attempting this quiz since March 2019. If you would like to receive the quiz and be a part of the subscription list, simply SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. I repeat, SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. Very soon, we are going to be releasing the Global Jigyasa app as well. It's a free app which will give you daily news bulletins and daily quizzes related to the happenings of the world. Great way to keep abreast with the world. And finally, I would like to once again remind everybody about our SkillSphere e-quiz workshop. It's an online workshop where we teach students the art of quizzing, teach them the basic skill sets associated with quizzing. We have interactive online general knowledge sessions. Each day it's a 5-session program. Each day we discuss different things about the world, right from sports to fine arts to politics to economics to India. And the works are basically discussed through these SkillSphere quiz workshops. And more importantly, it's a very participative interaction which culminates in a nice quiz at the end of every session. Okay. And we have a grand finale quiz at the end as well, which is basically an overall quiz. You can always attend a free demo session of this quiz for your child. It's for students of ages 10 to 13 years. To register your child, please give us a call on 73042 77730. I repeat, 73042 77730. You can also give us a call on 88506 32323. I repeat, 88506 32323. And with that, we end this day of very exciting quizzes in the semi-finals. The second quiz actually takes the cake. Till date, it was the best quiz that we have gone through. We have now gone through 26 quizzes and are left with one final quiz in the first edition of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. The finals, we have four finalists in Aryan, Aryan from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School, Pune, Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad, Atulit Subramaniam from New Horizon Public School in Bangalore, and Agastya Trikha from Lotus Valley International School in Gurgaon. They have worked very hard to get all the way till here, and I'd like to congratulate them. I'd like to congratulate everybody. Amog, you are a true champion. I wish I could have taken you, but we have to stick to the rules. As much as my team was pushing me, I've been getting all kinds of WhatsApps to take you, Amog. I have to be fair about the fact that we are taking only 4 students through to the final.
Thank you, sir.
If it was not about, the rules, I promise you, there's nothing more than having you in the finals is what I would have wanted. Okay.
Thank
And
you,
I'm
sir.
sure, Amog, the next time you participate, you'll be in the finals. You're a very smart student. And in fact, we have been so fortunate as Skillsphere Education to have had the opportunity to interact with some of the smartest minds in the country over the past 6 days. The last day is tomorrow. 11:30 is when we are going to be starting off with the grand finale. It's going to take place from 11:30 to 1. I do hope to see all of you. Please do spread the word. It is going to stream live on Facebook once again. Please do come in to cheer and support all these wonderful kids. We'll have a different format once again. To be honest, I myself don't know what the format is. We are going to go back now to the writing board and figure out what we are going to do. We're going to see our entire team. We're going to be introducing our team as well tomorrow. And with that, I would like to part with all of you by saying that, I've already told you all to stay hungry, stay foolish, stay enlightened, stay positive, and stay the works. I said this to the earlier quiz set as well. I have just one thing to say to all of you today. Just stay amazing like you have been up to now, and continue stay amazing for the rest of your lives, because you all are just amazing students, great role models for all your other school members, and great role models for everybody who's watching this quiz across India. Aryan, you're a great ambassador for your school. Kudos to your school, your principals, your coordinators, your parents, and everybody else. Dheeraj, you're a great ambassador for Euro School and Euro School Hyderabad. Amog, likewise for Kangair Valley Academy, Raipur. And I do hope to see you all soon in person at some point in time. Until then, I would like to wish all of you adieu. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
All the very best in life, all right? Do
Thank
very
you,
well.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
So with that, Ashi, it was tiring, it was exhilarating, it was exciting, it was engaging, and it was mind-boggling, is all I can say. So it was a wonderful day of quizzing. I've really enjoyed myself, and I'm sure Anas and Fursan will say the same thing. It's really got down to a level where it was almost impossible to decide. Isn't it, Anas and Fursan?
Yes, of course.
Right. It was
You tried your level
very
best.
exciting.
Absolutely. This was one of the best quizzes that we have seen over the days. And let's hope the finals is even better. We are going to be meeting everybody for one last time tomorrow as a part of the first edition. We'll keep meeting you otherwise, but one last time for the finals tomorrow. Let's hope we have the same levels of excitement. As a quiz master, I am secretly hoping that we don't have a situation where we have a tiebreaker. Because this tiebreaker, it's going to become mind-boggling. I'm going to prepare tomorrow. I'm going to prepare 10 tiebreaker questions just in case. But even then, you never know these kids. They're just so amazing. And I'd like to thank Ashi. I'd like to thank Anas. I'd thank Fursan and our entire team. It's been an amazing experience up to now. And all of you viewers, we hope to catch you once again tomorrow at 11:30 for the grand finale of the quiz. We feel gratified to see the kind of participation and the kind of adulation that we are receiving. And we hope to end it on a high. And this is the beginning of a lot of other exciting things in the field of quizzing that Skillsphere Education shall be doing. So with that, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night, and we'll ensure you have a good morning tomorrow with our grand finale quiz.